Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz? And here's your quizmaster, Dickie Ticker.
Welcome everybody. It's Monday night. It's time for the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz. I'm Dickie. I'm your quiz master. Glad to welcome you along to another Monday evening's fun 40 or so minutes with the Hotpots. We'd love you to play along tonight. To do that, you're going to need one of four things. You're going to need a pen, you're going to need a paper, you're going to need a drink, and you're going to need some nibbles to nibble on whilst you do all that. So type your name in the box if you're playing along tonight. If there's a couple of you sat in your house, stick your team name down because we'd love to see that. You might even want to tag your mates in now so they can play along and you can see whether you get a better score than them. While you do all that, I'll speak to some Hotpots. First up tonight, it's the Slack Alice of the band himself. It's Bernard. Bernard, what's your name and where are you calling from?
How are you doing, cockers? My name's Bernard, and I'm from Lancashire!
Hey! Would you like to apologise to the boys and girls at home who were looking forward to your quizzy banter last Monday night and they were left bereft?
I'm not going to apologise because I was looking after my child.
Ah.
And I think that's valid reason. So I am sorry that I wasn't here, but I did have real reasons.
But of all the places you could have been looking after her, you were looking after her in a pub?
Well, I was outside. She was on like a play swing thing. It was sort of like a mini holiday for her, yeah.
There was alcohol involved, though.
I had one, and then I realised that the lady who owned the pub was a fan, so I got 2 free ones as well.
Did you really?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
She wants us to play in the garden, and I said, no chance, Dickie won't go for it.
It's best to break it early at this particular stage. Anyway.
Yes, the big shout out to the people of the Crown in Pantymoo in there. The big Kendall callers, and they're missing out this year. They were very sad.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
So, what have you got? Drinks and nibbles?
I'll go nibble first because this is something to really excite the tongue. It's the salt and vinegar nut.
Oh, one of my page that.
Yeah,
nice.
And just when you feel the burn, what better way to calm it than an ice cold tisky?
Tisky. Which part of Eastern Europe is that from?
It is. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it there. All right, then. You settle down to your nuts and your tisk while I speak to further members of the Hotpots. Next up on the bill, it's Bob. Bob, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, everybody. I am Bob Riggles. I'm from Lancashire.
Yeah.
Good lad.
Oh, there we go.
Tisky.
Yes, the tisk. It makes the tisky noise. What have you got tonight to entertain your palate, Bob?
I've got some classics. I've got some Thai sweet chili sensation.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Peppery those. And I'm ready to put the boat out on a Monday evening. I'm having a rum and coke.
Oh!
Racy lady.
Anyway,
it's a rather large one in there.
Don't peak too soon, Bob. Don't peak too soon. Let's shuffle over to more members of the Hotpots. Next up, we've got Kenny. Kenny, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'll do cockers. Kenny Body here, and I'm from Lancashire.
Yay!
Thank you.
Now, normally, I'd think that sort of green screen effect, which normally obscures parts of your quiz sheet or your hat or your shirt. Some people might think that green screen is obscuring parts of your hair, but you've had a haircut.
Yeah, it's all gone.
He's braved the shade. Look at that.
Lovely. Nice. Lovely job.
It's taking years off you, Kenny. Years off you. And, of course, did you go to a barber's on Tatooine?
Yeah, well, the heat here, tell you. I mean, just look at it. So it had to go. I couldn't keep it. It was too much. It was getting too sweaty.
Sensible move. Right, what have you got for your drinking your nibbles tonight, Kenny?
Well, again, nice weather here, Mummy Ollie Bob's. So what more could you ask for than a can of Desperado?
Oh! With the shot included. And for your nibbles?
Well, what goes with a Desperado? Only some kind of barbecue-style flame grilled steak Doritos with
Oh,
on the packet.
Can you do the crunch? Can we hear you take one?
Yeah, it's, as we know, it's not quite as crunchy as Squares, but
Oh,
yeah,
still
nice.
making a racket. Still making a racket. Okay, you tuck into your Doritos and your Pogba flavoured crisps while we speak to the man who's medically minded. It's Dr. Ron. Ron, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Ron, and I'm from Lancashire.
Yes, yes, he is.
no,
And what have you got to feed that mouth of yours?
Well, as we're getting ready to do our first gig on the 15th of August,
Good plug.
I've decided to go with the McCoy's Muchos, which is the taste of the tour bus.
It is. Now, I do like... I'm going to say I do like the nacho cheese ones. Chicken
They didn't have
worthy.
them, but they had this smoky chili chicken. Very nice indeed.
Cool. And to wash that down.
Well, I've not got beer this week. Because it's summer,
No.
I thought I would relive my youth, and what I would normally drink on a summer evening when I was a kid wouldn't be an alcoholic one like I've got here. But dandelion and burdock.
The hoopers.
Dandelion and burdock.
It's a genuine flavour as well, isn't it? It's really quite good.
Very good. Okay, right. So
Dandelion and burdock.
you took into your D&B, Ron, whilst I remind people of the rules of the quiz. 10 questions, 10 different topics. It's the same ones as we always do. Each correct question carries the value of 1 point. So you get 10 correct answers. You get 10 points. I think we've had one person get 10 points in all of the 20 weeks that we've been doing this. As always, no answers in the comments, please. Just put them on your quiz sheet and we'll do all the answers at the end of the quiz. Hotpots, are you ready?
Oh, yes.
I've got a question.
Oh, carry on.
What percentage is the dandelion and burdock, Ron? What's she rocking?
Well, she's only rocking 4.
That's all right.
I don't think you need any more than that for dandelion and burdock.
For pop, 4's all right.
It's all right, that. I mean, my daughter's had a few, and she's fine with it.
Safely in bed now, safely in bed.
I'm ready now, Dickie. Let's go.
Okay, right. Let's get quizzing.
Yes.
Question number 1. We return to the eternal Irish struggle of Westlife or Boyzone. Uptown Girl is a song made famous by Bob's mate, Billy Joel. But it was released as a single in 2001 for comic relief. But who covered it? Was it Boyzone or was it Westlife? So Uptown Girl, that Billy Joel song, was covered in 2001 for charity made for comic relief. But who covered it? Boyzone or Westlife?
I honestly don't know the difference between the two of them.
I'm trying to picture it, but I'm struggling. I keep picturing them, and I can picture one of them doing it, and I can picture the other one doing it.
I think Stools featured more heavily in Westlife than Boyzone. Boyzone were a bit more dancey because they were earlier.
Is that a clue?
Question number 2 is films, and we're back in IMDb land. Now then, Brad Pitt is one of Hollywood's most bankable actors, but which of his 2 biggest films has a higher IMDb rating? 12 Monkeys or Fight Club? Big star, big Hollywood star, Brados Pittos. Which one of these 2 monster films has a higher critical rating by the general public out there? 12 Monkeys or Fight Club?
I like Snatch.
Are these top 2?
What about Brad Pitt films, though?
It's all right.
So, was that you, Bob?
Are these top 2? These top 2?
It's just billing for a question.
Oh.
It's just to tie it in.
It'll not surprise you to know that. No, I haven't seen them.
They're both very good. You should definitely see Fight Club.
Yeah.
David Fincher. Question 3 is egg, sausage, chips and beans. And this week it's eggs. And we're talking the lovely eggs. a two-piece lo-fi psychedelic punk rock band from Lancashire, but from which town in Lancashire? A. Lancaster, B. Preston, C. Blackburn. Very big on Six Music. The Lovely Eggs, they play a lot of the same venues we do, the Brudenell, that sort of thing. Mark Riley likes his Lovely Eggs, as well he should. And they are from Lancashire, but from which town? A. Lancaster, B. Preston, C. Blackburn.
Sorry, was that eggs or the egg?
The Lovely Eggs.
The Lovely Eggs.
The Lovely Eggs.
And the options again? I was fiddling with my computer audio.
Oh, well, you know, A. Lancaster,
Fiddling with this audio.
B. Preston, C. Blackburn.
Are they still on lockdown?
The Lovely Eggs? I've no idea.
The people of the northern Lancashire region.
By the time this quiz is broadcast, who knows? I'm not saying that there's a massive time difference between recording of this quiz and broadcasting this quiz, but yes.
But as we saw, it can happen at the drop of a hat.
Indeed, or cap. Question number 4 is bitter, lager, cider, ale and stout. And this week it's lager. And despite only being brewed in the UK since 1981, Foster's is now the UK's second best-selling lager. This success was helped probably by the 1980s adverts featuring which Australian comedian? Too easy, these. Too easy.
No, not a clue.
No, not a clue.
Caesar. So Foster's Lager, in the 1980s, they had a load of TV adverts fronted by which Australian comedian?
No worries, mate.
Mel Gibson. Question number 5 might be a bit tricky because it's certainly not a home question, it's more of an away question. And question 5 is all about the crisps. Now then, in America, they call crisps chips, but they call their chips fries. It makes no sense. But Wrap Snacks are an American crisp company who release crisps endorsed by rappers. Now, 2 of the following snacks that I'm going to mention are legitimate Wrap Snacks, and one is a whack snack that I've just made up.
Beautiful.
So, which one is the false snack? Is it A, Lil Yachty's Crunchy Curls? B, Trina's Cheese Puffs? Or C, EMINEM'S Crunchy Nuts? Now, we are... In fact, they're probably still in the back of the bus. Oh, did they end up in yours, Bob?
They're in my house because they were in the van. I had to take them out of the van. They're in my house now.
But you're not allowed. You're not allowed to move, just in case that gives anything away on the back of the packet. But we have actually, maybe after the answers, you can run off to your conservatory.
Who were the rappers on the crisps that we bought?
Here he goes. Can we just have a little round of applause for what was a beautifully worded question from Dickie?
Thank you. Thank you. It takes me a while to write all these down, you know. Anyway, which is the false snack? A, hallelujah. A, Little Yachty's Crunchy Curls. B, Trina's Cheese Puffs. Or C, EMINEM'S Crunchy Nuts. I can't remember the rappers. Maybe we'll get Bob to run into his conservatory and find them. Anyway, question 6 should be a bit easier because it's about a band we all know and we all love. It's the Lancashire Hotpots.
Oh, for God's sake.
And The Day the Circus Came to Town is an emotional song about Bernard's wife having an affair with the popular circus entertainer. It first appeared on the Golden Crates album, but it was to reappear later in a remixed form on which Hotpots album? Kenny should get this. He always gets his Hotpots questions right. So the day the circus came to town was originally just Bernard and guitar on the Golden Crates album. But then we re-recorded it as a full band recording because it was too good to go to waste. But for which album?
So, there's some good lyrics in that one, you know.
It was considering we did that from a blank piece of paper to a completed studio recording in 90 minutes. That was possibly our greatest short burst.
Well done, you.
Oh, you did it. You did as well. Question number 7. Is I fear IKEA, or IKEA, as they like to say now on the adverts. Now, I'm going to give you the name of an IKEA product, and you have to tell me what type of furniture it is. Clip-an. K-L-I. Double P for Percy, A-N for Nelly. So what is a clip-an? Is it A, a sofa, B, a bedside cabinet, or C, a TV storage unit?
If anyone in Hotpot World gets this right, you're sacked.
Yes.
You should not have this knowledge.
Remove yourself from the group if you get this right. So is a clip-an A, a sofa, B, a bedside cabinet, or C, a TV storage unit? Question number 8 is Everyone Loves a Bernard, and Irish comedian Dylan Moran played Bernard Black, the bad-tempered, eccentric bookshop owner in the Channel 4 sitcom which ran from 2000 to 2004. What was that sitcom called? Oh. Ron writing furiously, Kenny writing furiously. So Dylan Moran played Bernard Black, bad-tempered, eccentric and indeed boozy bookshop owner in the Channel 4 sitcom which ran from 2000 to 2004. I think there was 3 series. What was that sitcom called?
Absolutely
I'm
no
not
chance.
saying the word.
It's a very popular show, very popular. And what's his name in it? Bill Bailey, the Bailoids.
And Tamsin Greig.
Yes. So you should
Never seen it.
No.
Never seen it.
But do you know the answer to the question?
Of course I do. I'm very good at quizzes.
Matt Priest once said that I look like Bill Bailey.
Who did, sorry?
The dodgy drummer, Matt Priest, when we bumped into him at Kendall Calling, my hair was particularly long that day. He said I looked a bit like Bill Bailey.
It was leathered.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure who that's more of a kind of slight against me or Bill Bailey.
Just slight against Matthew Priest, who knows?
Yeah. Question number 9 is our TV round, and we're staying on the topic of sitcoms. Now, back in the day, it used to be the case for the stars of the show to sing the theme tune. So think about Dennis Waterman. Now, here are 3 BBC sitcoms. 2 of them had cast members to sing the theme tune, but one of them didn't. So which one is the odd one out? Is it A, Brushstrokes, B, Bread, C, Just Good Friends? So back in the day, they sing the theme tune and they write the theme. Well, I'm just talking about singing the theme tune. The stars, as a bit of extra till, used to sing the theme tune. So one of these shows, the stars didn't sing the theme tune. Is it A, Brushstrokes, B, Bread, C, Just Good Friends? If only Billy was here now, we'd have a 10-minute routine, no doubt, on Bread. In fact, we could probably stick Helga's wig on Billy, and he could be a good Aveline. Something to try when we get back in the Premier Inn next year. Content. And question number 10, the last question of the night, is, as always, our potluck question. And this one's going out to fitness fans. The burpee jump was invented by Mr. Burpee. Is that true or false? That burpee jump was invented by a bloke called Mr. Burpee. Is that true? Or is that false? Who knows? Well, I do.
I've changed my answer. I've changed my answer.
Always go with your first answer.
No.
Those are your 10 questions. For
Can I just say, though,
tonight.
that it doesn't matter if it's true or false, can Mr. Burpee be Bernard's next character that we use on stage, please?
Can you burp at will, Bernard?
Yeah.
More great content coming your way. Right, it's half time, everybody. Let's have a bit of a drink and a bit of a nibbles.
What have you got, Dickie?
I'm on the Elvis juice tonight and chipsticks.
Oh,
nice.
one to coat.
You know what? This is it's really nice. This really nice.
How many of them do you think could do before you got a bit gassy and full and sick?
Oh yeah, there'd be a few, but it's the only dandelion burger I've ever had that's made me feel a little bit warm.
Yeah, very good.
So it's Monday night. I'm just going to say, Josh, it's Monday night now, but in a couple of days' time, we're going to be on the internet again with our first ever full live stream show. Isn't that right, chaps?
It's quite exciting, isn't it? So we'll be broadcasting a full show live in the evening at the time that a gig would normally happen, but it's beaming in your faces, in your houses.
You can have it. So it's going out as a private link on YouTube. So you'll be able, whatever you are most comfortable watching YouTube, could be on your telly, could be on your laptop, could be on your iPad. We'll be there for you, and you'll be able to interact with us and send us virtual heckles, and it'll just be like us performing in your front room or toilet, whatever you want to watch it. You do whatever you want to do, but because it's a full proper show, you're going to need to get your tickets, and lots of people have already got their tickets. So thank you for that, but lots of people haven't. So I will stick that link down there, so you get on that. Tickets are only £7, and if enough people buy them this time round, what we will try and do is we will try and do a show each and every month, so you're not going without a fix of the Hotpot on Saturday nights.
Could I just ask a question there, Dickie? Obviously, we've not played since March.
Yes.
Are these tickets non-refundable?
Tickets are non-refundable. Yes, Ron. Thank you very much for bringing that up.
No, that's good for us. That's good for us to know. We don't have to put much effort in now.
You can try sending an email to Eventbrite, but they're not going to take you on.
The other good thing about an internet broadcasting gig is it can't sell out. You're not going to miss out. Buy your tickets whenever you want. Buy them today, buy them tomorrow. It don't matter.
I prefer if they bought the tickets as soon as possible.
Today. Get them today. Yeah.
Please, tonight. That would be lovely. That would be lovely.
Yeah,
right. Let's get on to some answers. So question number 1 was our music round. Westlife, Boyzone, Uptown Girl, 2001. Who covered it for Comic Relief? Boyzone or Westlife? Bernard, what do you reckon?
I think the kings of the mighty ballad did something a little bit different. I've gone with the Westies.
The Westies, woof woof woof. Bob?
Yes, I remember this. Claudia Schiffer was in the video. It was Westlife.
A confident Bob. Kenny?
Kept switching between the two, couldn't make my mind up. I figured Boyzone, more 90s, Westlife, more kind of 2000s. So I've gone, you can't see it. You can't see it. It says Westlife.
It says, I'll take your word for it. And finally, Ron.
And because we all know they did the better version. It was Westlife's.
Westlife, and the answer is indeed Westlife.
Yes. One off the mic.
I'd just like to point out that Ron Seal is completely wrong there about the quality of both versions.
Question number 2 is films, and we were talking IMDb ratings for Brad Pitt films, specifically 12 Monkeys and Fight Club. Which one has the higher rating? Bernard, what does your film radar tell you?
People like watching people fight. Fighting.
Bob?
I just went off my own personal preferences. It's the only thing you can do if you've not got IMDb in front of you. I went with Fight Club.
Kenny?
Again, yes, same with Bob. I just went for the one that I like best. That you can. You can just about see it.
Just about see it. Yeah, Fight Club.
Yeah,
and
I loved the bit at the end with the pixies when everything's blowing up. Oh, spoilers!
Oh, There's a head in the box as well. And Ron.
Terry Gilliam always divides the critics, but David Fincher always seems to bring them together. So I would go with Fight Club.
The correct answer is Fight Club, everybody, with an IMDb rating of 8.8. And 12 Monkeys only got 8.0, but that's still a good one.
Still very good, man, actually, yeah.
Fight Club soaring away. Might encounter a little bit more difficulty with our egg sausage, chips and beans questions, and we're talking eggs and the lovely eggs, and they're from a town in Lancashire, but which town? Lancaster, Preston or Blackburn? Bernard?
I've just gone with the Hotpot's second home, Preston. Bob?
I didn't do that. I went with Blackburn.
Kenny? No, I think Kenny might get this.
Yeah, like you say, they're on Six Music quite a lot, and I feel like I should know it, but I couldn't make my mind up, and I just went with my first answer. I think Bob might have it with Blackburn, but I went with Preston as well. That you can't see. Oh, it's there. Oh,
yes, yeah, we got it now. Picked it up there, and finally, Ron.
Never heard of him, but I went with Preston.
The answer is A. Lancaster. Lancastrians.
What are you going wrong?
Are they actually Lancastrians, or are they based at Lancaster University?
I think they're Lancaster. They're quite. They're like us. They're not spring chickens, dare I say? Right. And I've not insulted them because I've insulted ourselves at the same time. So that's we get let off then. Question 4. Hopefully we'll have better luck with this. Bitter lager, cider ale and stout, and its lager and Foster's lager was popularised when it first launched because of the use of an Australian comedian in the TV commercials. Which Australian comedian is it? Bernard?
Couldn't think of one Australian comedian at all, so just wrote down Calvin O'Struth.
I think as a comedy character, Calvin O'Struth could come in he could become a TikTok star. He really could.
Crazy glad.
Bob?
Yes, I do believe it was Mr. Crocodile Dundee himself, Paul Hogan.
The Hogs, Paul Hogan. Kenny?
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name, and you can't see it, but I've put Crocodile Dundee and Paul ? I couldn't remember his surname. You're gonna let me have that? If it's right.
If it's true, I might just let you have that. If it's true.
See it. This Tatooine sun's doing me no favours.
Yeah, I hope you've got your sunblock on. And finally, Ron.
When you said 80s, I didn't know it. But when you said 80s, it could only be the Hogs. It could only be Paul Hogan.
Correct. It is Paul Hogan. Kenny, yes, you can have that point.
Stewart's inquiry there.
Oh, come on. Crocodile Dundee. You know what I mean.
Crocodile, he knows.
I think Kenny's just...
Paul as well.
Kenny was using his force, his mind tricks there.
I could have lied and said Paul Hogan after Bob put it. I could have just said, oh yeah, look, I put Paul Hogan. You can't see it, but...
I didn't realise that he was a comedian. I just thought he was Crocodile Dundee.
Oh no, was it on Channel 4? He used to be on Channel 4, his show?
Yes. When Channel 4 launched in 82, they had a show on a Saturday night, which was basically just an Australian Benny Hill. He just ripped off all Benny Hill gags.
Yeah, he played a little kid as well, didn't he?
It has values which are now considered to be historical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Question number 5 is crisps, and we were talking those American wrap snacks. Now, if I sent you off for a little poodle bob, do you think you could find those?
I've sent somebody off to count them.
Okay, so one of these isn't a legitimate wrap snack. Is it A, Lil Yachty's Crunchy Curls, B, Trina's Cheese Puffs, or C, M&M's Crunchy Nuts? Bernard, hey, check this out. What do you reckon?
I'm going straight in. M&M's Nuts.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, I can't see Mr. M&M associating himself with Crunchy Nuts. So yeah.
Oh, I like the spelling. It's a very rap spelling. Kenny.
Yeah, surely he's a bit too big for snacks, and also it's supposed to be a corn snack, and that's the only one that's nuts, not crisp. So.
Oh, I like your logic. And Ron.
Yeah, it's C. M&M. It's got to be C.
You're all right. The fake snack is M&M's Crunchy Nuts. No such snack exists. Now then, Bob.
Yes. So we have. Where do we purchase these? These in Derby.
Derby.
Yeah.
In Derby. Next feature on a future corn snack corner.
Corn snack corner. Come on, gents.
Sorry.
What a mouthful.
Dickie, are we non-refundable?
Wrap snacks wavy.
Oh, yeah.
So who's the rapper there? Who's the rapper on that one?
Hey, actually, it doesn't say. Doesn't say. I've been looking for it. It doesn't say who it is.
I think the rapper's Best Before.
A, no, B, and a 4. That's another good one.
Wrap snacks. Look at this gentleman. Honey jalapeno. It's Fetty Wap.
Oh, Fetty Wap. Good old Fetty Wap.
Of course.
Now, even though
Jalapeno.
the thing is, even though they might be out of date, we will sample them for you. Probably this Saturday for a future corn snack corner. The things we do
Corn
for
snack
content.
corner.
Corner.
Bob, are they, you know the Fetty Wap flavour?
April the 20th, 2020.
I'll be fine. Be fine.
Yeah, right.
Be alright.
Bob, you know
Crisps don't go off.
you know the rapper Fetty Wap?
Yeah.
Is the flavour of those crisps Cheesy Bell?
It's a family show. It's a family quiz.
Cheesy Bell Wap. How long is it since you've heard somebody call somebody that? Cheesy Bell Wap.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Right.
And cut.
From ridiculous rappers to ridiculous men in flat caps, those are the Lancashire Hotpots, and we're talking the day the circus came to town, which originally appeared on Golden Crates, but then went on to appear on which other Hotpots album? Bernard, you won't have any idea, but what did you have a guess?
I went with Fistful of Yip.
A fistful of Yip Yaps. Okay, cheers. Bob?
I seem to remember it had a little bit of a country flavour, and so did that album. I went Fistful of Scratch Cards also.
Scratch Cards. Kenny?
Yeah, I've gone with the same thing, but I don't know whether Fistful of Scratch Cards was before or after Golden Crates, so that's what confused me a little bit. I know Fistful of Scratch Cards was 2015. Can't remember when Golden Crates was. So I went with it anyway, because that was what my first thing in my head. So
All will be revealed shortly. And finally, Ron.
See, I remember this song actually knocking about while you were writing it, and I went with Crust for Life.
You always go for Crust for Life.
Again, it's the only one I know.
The correct answer is A Fistful of Scratch Cards.
Yes.
Golden Crates, Kenny, came out in 2014.
To be fair to Ron, though, he has only just joined the band.
He has,
Only just joined
yeah.
the band.
And if Billy was here now, he would say that he could lend you the albums if you want. Question 7 is I Fear IKEA. And I was talking about the piece of IKEA gubbins, which is called a clip-on. Is that clip-on A, a sofa, B, a bedside cabinet, or C, a TV storage unit? What does your Swedish tell you, Bernard?
I went with the thing that I thought it definitely wasn't, a TV unit.
TV unit. Bob?
I didn't apply any logic whatsoever to my answer. I just wrote down the words bedside cabinet.
Bedside cabinet. Kenny?
I went for... You can't see it. It says, oh, there we go. Sofa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sofa. Okay. And finally, Ron?
Bedside cab.
Bedside cabinet. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is A. It's a sofa. It's a compact two-seater sofa costing £179.
Ooh, houses.
It's quality furniture, Bernard, at low, low prices.
That's what it stands for, you know that.
It is.
I'm happy that I've got the question right, but I'm sad because I'm sacked.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Never mind, Kenny. That drum machine that we bought will replace you. But we might have to replace a Bernard, because everybody loves a Bernard, and we're talking about Bernard Black, played by Dylan Moran, who was a bad-tempered bookshop owner who drank a lot in the Channel 4 sitcom. What was that sitcom called, Bernard?
It was named after a place very close to our hearts. Blackbrook.
Great St Helens gag there. Bob?
I, of course, went for that hugely popular Channel 4 sitcom. It is, of course, Friends.
Kenny?
Yeah, I went for Black Books.
Black Books. And Ron?
Black Books.
It is indeed Black Books.
No idea.
Come on.
Another Tellings gag would be, is Kenny in Tatooine?
Hey! I like what you've done there. Question 9 is sitcoms and TV. And I said that there was a time when it was fashionable for the people who were starring in the show to sing the theme tune. One of these had a theme tune which wasn't sung by the people who appeared on the show. Which one was it? Brushstrokes, Bread, or Just Good Friends? Bernard?
I've no idea what Just Good Friends is. I think Brushstrokes had the dad from the 1975, and he does a bit of singing. So I went with Bread.
Bread. Okay, Bob?
I also wrote Jimmy Nail for no reason.
Well, he sang Crocodile Shoes, which was the theme tune of his TV show. So there is actually a logistical connection between the two.
Thanks.
Bob?
Is the question...
Who didn't? Yeah, which of these has a TV theme which wasn't sung by one of the stars?
Okay, I was a big fan of Brushstrokes, and I think the theme tune was sung by the bloke from Dexy's Midnight Runners. So I went with Brushstrokes.
So you're plumping for the Brushstrokers. Kenny?
Now, I originally put Bread, but then I remembered, even if they don't sing the whole thing, there's definitely a bit in the middle where they all say a different bit. So I figured that counted enough for them to be singing it, even if they don't do the whole thing. So I just took a punt at Brushstrokes. That sounds like I'm having a stroke.
And
finally, Ron.
I can't even remember. What was the guy's name? What was his character name? Brushstrokes. I remember him.
It was
Jacko.
See, I remember him singing that, but that might be my brain playing tricks. Now, I went with the ironic answer because I think that because Paul Nicholas was in Just Good Friends and he was a musical theatre star, he was the only one that didn't sing the theme tune.
Well, I'm afraid Paul Nicholas sang the theme tune of Just Good Friends. The cast of Bread sung the theme tune for Bread. So as Bob said, it was Brushstrokes because the theme tune was sung by Kevin Rowland of the Dexys Midnight Runners.
Love makes you, love makes you.
Well done, Bob.
And lastly for tonight, our potluck question, and we were talking about the burpee jump, and it was invented by Mr. Burpee. Is that statement true or is it false? Bernard?
Always go with your first answer, but I didn't. I scrubbed false out and I went true because what else would a burpee be?
True. Bob?
I went with false because if it was an actual person, you'd have given his name, not just a mister.
Okay. Kenny?
I've gone false because I'm going to guess it's because it makes you burp.
Oh, a windy question. And Ron?
I went with the same kind of logic as Kenny, and I went with false.
That statement is true, ladies and gentlemen.
No!
Yes!
True, always true.
Mr. Royal H. Burpee is his name.
Yeah.
Now, if I'd have give that name in full, you would have smelled a rat. So those are your 10 answers to your 10 questions tonight. Toss up your answers and stick your answers in the box so we can see how well you did tonight and whether I need to make those questions harder for next week. And we can see whether you got more or less than each of the Hotpots who are coming up now. So you've all totalised your answers, Hotpots, and I think it's going to be a high-scoring episode tonight. Bernard, what did you get for week 20?
It's not very hard to score more than me, but this week I've done all right. I've had a Dave Sexton. I've had a 6.
6 on 10. That's very good, Bob.
I
Respectable.
thought we would get higher than this. I felt good at the time, but in the end I got a 6 on 10.
6 on 10. Oh, it's a tiebreaker so far. It's a tiebreaker so far. But everything to play for. 2 Hotpots still to consult. Kenny, what was your score this week?
Well, I've had a good week this week. I've got an 8.
Whoa!
I think I think it's the change of scenery. I'm just in a better place.
Getting out in the fresh air, the desperados, the sun on your shoulders. Fair play to you.
Sand in your battery converters.
And you only wanted to pop out to the power station to get a power converter or a quote that's similar.
Hashtag blue milk. Finally, but here's the man who could upset everything. Oh,
No,
just shaking the head.
I've upset myself. 5 on 10.
5 on 10. So that means that for week number 20, Kenny Buddy is the winner of this week's quiz.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bob was beginning to pull away there, but you've pulled one back. It's not the first time you've done it on a Monday night.
Who's the leader between Kenny and Bob now?
Bob's still in the lead, I think.
Bob's got. I think
it's by a good few, I think.
Yeah, a good. I think it was 3 last week. He might be in the lead by 2 this week. No doubt the scoreboard here will corroborate that. But still, a good week from Bernard.
Yeah, thank you. Pleased with that.
You had a rest last week. You managed to come back to the quiz refreshed. Thanks very much, everybody, for tuning in and for playing along. We always appreciate the fact that we've got a great, close-knit quiz community. It's great to see all the bants on a Monday night. We hope to see you next Monday night, but more importantly, we hope to see you all this coming Saturday night for our full live stream Hotpots gig. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. A Hotpots gig in your living room. Make sure you've got those tickets, and we will see you Saturday night. Cheers, everyone, for playing. Have a very safe week, everyone. See you now.
Bye.